Taurus Gemini, to your Astro Dice reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Welcome to 2025, right? Okay, so let's get in here and see what's going on with you. If you guys have not watched your New Year's resolution, yeah, make those resolutions. If you have not watched your New Year's forecast, excuse me, it is in the playlist. You guys can find that or on the homepage. Let's get in here and see what's going on with you, my friends. Best messages coming out. For those of you who are new, this is where I take tarot with astrology, make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. We have so many new subscribers, guys. Welcome, welcome. Let's keep going strong over here. We have Sagittarius energy coming out with Mercury and in the third house. So going over here to Mercury. Mercury, where are you? There you are. How to think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Doing it with some Sagittarius energy. The energy imbues power, superior confidence, enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. You've got a lot of Sagittarius, a lot of Jupiter energy going around anyways at this time. So really bringing in that good luck over there or pushing you towards that. But I love the authority that's going on within this this reading already, because it's showing, you know what, I have the power, I have the authority to make those dreams come true, to really work on getting this new year started. Going straight into the third house. A lot of people are getting the third house. Well, makes sense though, right? This is where your potentials to learn something, and could also be your local neighborhood, your friends, family, whatever your circles are, and anything outside of the circle. So it's just learning something. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. That third house so far seems very popular. It's the popular house. Let's see. So going straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. What are we learning? Commitment. Something that has to do with commitments. There's going to be a lot of communication about things that you're committed to, whether it's a relationship, car payments, whatever it is, right? Your house payments, committing to new commitments, making those new things. But it's talking about this loving man, this loving person. So we're talking about love and learning about this commitment, this dating idea, but I feel a little stuck. So what you want to learn about is this commitment that you have to this person, whether it's male or female. I'm not worried about that. It is a general reading, but it does feel like this commitment feels a little stuck. This relationship feels stuck. It does feel like a relationship so far. Absolutely. Lack of direction. You're not sure if this person is coming or going. You're having newly formed ideas about this commitment, about this relationship. You feel like this person is procrastinating. My goodness. Can we speak? Okay. It feels like it's creating a conflict. Hold on. Oh. Clarify on this situation right here. I think I see it. I know what's going on now. Sometimes it takes a minute. I see where the conflict is coming from. Jealousy. That's what I thought. There's too many people involved in this situation. There's some jealousy going on. Yep. Just give me a second, my friends. Because what's going on over here is the stuck energy is saying, I'm not sure if I'm going to move on from this situation. It's either you who's jealous or this person who's jealous or you or this third person who's jealous. We have to figure it out. Right now we're going to say it's you, not you jealous. Okay. I mean, it could be, but I mean the three people. It's going to be you, this Scorpio, and we're going to call this other person Capricorn. The jealousy is, this person here is what's causing the jealousy between the two of you. So this could be a friend or somebody that's around you who's coming in to be jealous. They're either this person is causing the jealousy between you guys, or your person is jealous of you and Scorpio. You guys are friends. Or, yeah, or you and the Page of Pentacles are friends and it's causing your Scorpio to be jealous. Whoever, however, there's too many people. Your loving person, this person, is backing away because of this other person. Got it? Got it. Get it, got it, good. If this was a personal reading, it would be so different, but we'd have to put out some personal energy, but definitely that's it. I see that your person is not coming toward you. You are getting frustrated with the situation because they have backed away. That's why you're feeling stuck within you and this person, this loving person, your committed person. I feel like they have the desire that wants to, I really feel like your person is the Page of Pentacles. This Capricorn doesn't have to be a Capricorn, but I do feel like this Capricorn is jealous of this Knight of Cups. I feel like the Knight of Cups has been, you know, pushing some things out there. They may be trying to come to offer you cups, wanting to pursue you, and it's, you know, it's got to the point to where the loving man, the loving woman over here, the loving person is saying, I'm a little jealous of this situation. I feel like maybe they're a little jealous too because this person is pursuing you. I feel like you're being pursued by this other person, or they're causing problems between you and the loving man. And it's really becoming stuck. And so I do feel like you're kind of in this idea of your potential to learn something. I feel like right now the potential to learn something is the loving man going to actually stay, or are they actually really going to move on? Because I do feel like, they're very disappointed about the situation. I feel like, behind the mask, ooh. If I have it a little backwards, then just, you know what it is. Use your discernment and fix it. Okay, I'm just going with what the cards say, what the energy is coming out. Behind the mask, somebody is wearing a false mask. They're literally not using their intuition to see the bigger picture of this situation, and they've lost their courage. Ooh. They've lost their courage when it comes to this situation. They've lost, could say they lost that love and feeling. They've lost the understanding. Or you have lost the courage and the loving understanding to the situation. There's a lot of shattered dreams, broken family. This could even be a family member. Maybe they're bringing up past things. Oh my gosh, it could be so many things. The energy is during the beginning of the year so strong. It just wants to bring up 1,000 new things. I do this every year. It's like, what is this? Why? It's the energy that's coming out. A domestic disharmony, no matter what. A struggling relationship. Somebody's wearing a false mask to this situation or hiding their emotions. I do feel like for the majority of you, it's something that has to do with hiding their emotions. I do feel like, It could even be you who's trying to hide your emotions from this situation. It's not so much just a false mask. It's hiding behind that mask. It's kind of like I feel horrible inside, but I'm smiling on the outside. So I do feel like that, or it literally could be that somebody is wearing a false mask, and you're trying to listen to both sides of some kind of story when it comes to the situation, and it's really confusing though, and it's really no matter what the whole idea of this whole relationship, is you trying to overcome something. You're trying to think about what this is, and you're trying to learn why this person is doing what they're doing. I also could feel like, the person who's trying to cause the jealousy between you and the loving man, loving person, I feel like they are kind of holding on to a false mask in their own way. And the reason I say that is because it feels like there is some kind of intention there. And I think that this is the potential. You're going to find out the potential of why they are trying to destroy this relationship. I don't care if it's an ex. I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care if it's a friend, a coworker. It doesn't matter who this Knight of Cups is. Okay, to me, right now, it's just Scorpio being, overreacted to a situation. Okay, trying to cause jealousy, trying to cause problems. Okay, putting a wedge between the relationship for whatever reason their agenda is. And I think that that's kind of like why. I feel like what you're going to learn is why they're putting this wedge here, no matter what the situation is, why they're trying to tear this person down. Now, if you already know, you're going to find out more to the situation in just a second, because you could say it's their ex, or it's my ex, or it's my sister who hates them, or whatever the situation is. Okay, or a friend who's jealous of our commitment. But there's more to the story of just that. You could say, oh, because it's an ex and they want to love me this way and that way. But is it really? Right? Because now you're going to say, wait, do they really love me? Is that why they're putting a wedge there? Or is it out of resentment? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the word that I'm getting out of this situation is resentment. They resent you. It's not because so much that they want to. Well, for some of you, it could be that they're trying to come and offer you cups. Absolutely. But the one that I'm feeling the most is that whoever this is for, majority, for others of you, it's because they're going to come and try to offer cups. We'll do both. But the majority of it, it's resentment. They're pissed off because you found love, or because they found love. There's something going on here. They're resenting this. Okay? And you're trying to have the hope that this could all work out together. You're trying to keep this as rejuvenated as possible. You're trying to keep everything together. It could definitely be a family member. It could be your child's father who's trying to make a wedge between the two of you and this new person. However, okay, whatever it is, they're causing this struggle. And yes, they are kind of hiding it behind their own mask because there's something deeper to the situation than what they're trying to make it feel like. It's kind of malicious. Okay, so there's jealousy again. So you guys could also be dealing with a Leo, okay? So this so-called Scorpio could be a Leo, but it doesn't matter. It's the same person. There's some insecurity situations over here, but what did I say? There's something kind of malicious. And what do we have? The Queen of Wands in reverse is very selfish. It's after their own desires, okay? It's about jealousy, selfishness, insecurities. Okay, it could even be resentment, grudges. Okay. Destroyed confidence, overwhelmed, and overprotective. So I do feel like your loving man feels like they're in this protective mode. Your loving, I'm just going to keep saying man. It doesn't matter if it's a person or not. It's just because it says loving man, so I keep seeing it. But it doesn't matter. The point is they feel like they're overly protecting themselves, the relationship, from this person who keeps wedging themselves between you. It gets to the point where it becomes very exhausting. Okay, I feel like even you are exhausted, right? Because you don't know where this is, where all of this is really coming from, why they are doing this. So it is. It's causing a lot of negativity, a lot of sadness when it comes to the situation because you're just not sure how this is going to turn out because it feels like they've kind of gone cold on you, quiet on you. They're not coming around as much. They're holding back more. You're not sure where this commitment is really going. So it's causing you a lot of inner turmoil. But remember, it's causing your loving person a lot of inner turmoil as well. But it's kind of crazy because I feel like your Scorpio, which we just call Scorpio, it's got some weird inner turmoil as well. But I think that one's more on a malicious area. However it is. For someone, it's kind of like, well, if I can't have her, you can't have her either type of scenario. But then, it's kind of crazy because with that scenario, the falseness behind the mask is, oh my God, why? Well, if I can't have her, you can't have her either. But you know what? I'm going to make this go wrong because I don't want her either. So they don't really, there's the false mask. They don't really they just want to feel like they're winning. That's why you could say, well, they could say that they want that, but they don't really want me. You're right. You're absolutely correct. For whoever that is, you're absolutely correct. They're telling them that they want that, but you're absolutely correct. They don't. If anything, they're harboring this guilt or this resentment, of what went wrong between the two of you, or some kind of insecurity that they don't like you with this other person. Maybe they felt like they lost their way. But I'm going with this one because this one is the one that feels the most because of the family cards. We have the Sun and the Ten of Cups, which is telling me this could end up some kind of like, family problem or an ex-boyfriend, something that was closer than that. So I'm just saying right now, yes, they say they want to offer you cups. They don't really want to offer you cups, though. They may make you want to believe that because they're trying to hurt you. The only way that they feel like they could really hurt you at this time is by putting that wedge between you and this person that you adore. Right? And if it's not a love, it can even be putting a wedge between, because this is a child card, could be putting a wedge between you and your child. So you could even say they're pissed off, right? And they're trying to now put a wedge between you and your teenage son, your teenage daughter, and they could be the dad, right? But they don't really want to fix the marriage or fix the relationship. They would just rather hurt you by telling the kid a bunch of stuff, right? That they could say, well, dad says, and that could really hurt you. To even have those things come, and which then makes it feel like they don't really want to come back around because he's saying some nasty things. It's also a huge possibility. But right now, I really feel it's you and this ex-love. Taking steps. But what you're learning is exactly that. There it is again. They don't really want you. They would rather cause the disappointment. They would rather, because they're disappointed through the shit. They're acting so immature. Okay? But they're acting, their imagination's going crazy, whatever. Right? But they want to destroy it. Yep, there it is. They want to destroy your new connection. Instead of going out and making their own connection, they're trying to destroy you and your new connection. So they're taking steps towards hurting your, and that's what you're learning. It's kind of crazy because it even seems like right now, causing the battle and the conflict. It's even kind of crazy right now because it's almost to the point where it's like, you could even say, well, you keep offering me cups, but I'm never taking you back. By the mid-month over here, they literally probably tell you that too. They're fighting so hard to make you believe something. This person is very immature. They know what they're doing. For somebody out there, though, they literally would tell you, I wasn't fighting for you. I was fighting to hurt you. Yeah, the brutality. Ace of Swords in reverse is a brutality of the heart. Making the steps over here and preparing for your progress and your expansion is actually showing you that there is confusion, but definitely brutality of the heart. The way that they're seeing this is causing you clouded judgment. You might be thinking, well, they do, you know, they keep offering me cups, but they don't really want to offer you cups. They want you to surrender and let go of whatever makes you happy. They're actually trying to destroy what you have that makes you happy because they don't feel happy, so it's part of their insecurity. They feel like they still have strings attached. Like I said, you guys could have kids together. So this is about power and domination and feeling like they win. And it is kind of a scenario of you know, if I don't get you, nobody does, but I really don't want you because we don't get along. So it's kind of like a twisted scenario. Because it's all about pain. It's all about hurting someone. Support and connection. So why wouldn't you think that maybe they would want to come and you know, make up and do this with you and you know, view things from a different point of view? Hey, can we just make this work out so you can stop messing with my relationship and causing a wedge between me and this person? They're like, no, absolutely not. I am here to make you suffer. I am here to cause suffering. I am here to, you know, cause the competition that needs the competition, cause the disagreements, just cause that wedge. Like I showed you, the Lovers in reverse with the Five of Swords. They're here to take your swords away, but they're here to make sure that you feel defeated. So however this was, somehow or another, they feel like they were defeated, whether it's a friendship, love, whatever it is, the situation. But they don't really, what you're learning, though, is that they really don't care. You know, so in the very beginning, you could think, oh, he just wants me to go back, okay? Just really wants me to go back. Like, he can't live without me. That's just, but that's what you're learning, is that's not even really the truth. It could be some of the truth and deep down inside, because then you can have this thing that says feeling deep down inside, you know that that is the truth. But there's so much anger, so much hate, and so much resentment on the outside that that piece literally gets destroyed. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean you're not right. It just means that the reason that they're doing this situation, what you're going to learn, is because of anger, resentment, hatred, being sneaky, competition. Because it is really, you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. If I can't have you, nobody will. Scenario. You're right. You won't be happy either. It is definitely that. So it's not that you're wrong. It's just that there was always something bigger to the situation and what you're finding out. The bigger is, I want to make sure you're unhappy too. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to make you unhappy. Because you know why? Because they know you're not going back. They know that even if they did, there was too much sneaking around. There was too much sneaking. There was too much, you know, theft. There's too much this. There's too much that. There's too much shit going around for the two of you to do that. They know that, but they're making it to where there's no closure, so that way they can get what they want out of the situation. Absolutely. They have no 100% self-worth, and they want to make sure that they're justifying the situation by making sure that you are burdened, that you are overstressed, and that you don't get your happiness. They want to make sure you do not. But what do you have? The loving man, the loving person coming back as the Knight of Swords saying, whoa, wait a minute. What the fuck's going on? Huh? What? Oh, because they see that you're over emotional. They see that you're going to find this out. They see at the end of the month, somewhere between the mid-month to the end of the month, that they come out, that they actually tell you, hey, look, but you're going to realize that by the way that they're. So then he wants to become bitter, cold, you know, and snake, right? Sorry, guys, my SD card filled up, so I had to go get another one. But I wanted to finish that off. It's always crazy. It's always right at the end. I lose the rest. So anyway, so yeah, but it just felt like this was easily done. So they're going to see, right? And that's why they want to come back. That's why the loving person's like, whoa, wait a minute. Now, look, they didn't want to really be involved in this situation. That's why they pulled themselves away, but now they're driven to succeed. They see what's going on. So I feel like not only are you learning you having the potential to learn something, I feel like they are too. I feel like they see what's going on. And they're coming back and they're like, oh, wait a minute. Say what? Oh, yeah, they don't really want to be a part of it because it's driving that wedge. But now they realize. And I feel like, through the situation, it's like when you guys have this conversation and they realize what's really going on, they're definitely going to nurture the situation. They're going to be more nurturing. Well, they already have the imprint, so I feel like you're nurturing them and you guys are doing it back to each other, showing that love, showing that caring, showing, the potentials of let's not allow this person to really drive this wedge anymore. Do you see what they're doing? Do you see the disharmony that they are doing to us? And they're doing it on purpose. And once you really have this understanding, and it doesn't mean that you never did, it just means too that overall understanding of what's really going on, right? That's when everything fills in the missing blanks, right? And the missing pieces and puts everything together. And this is when it's just like harmony sets in. Why? Because now I'm not going to allow this to happen anymore. Now, you could have said that before because we kind of see that here, that you have the hope that they'll just, knock it off. But now you understand. And now the loving man says, let's make let's make progress. We're not going to allow this anymore. We're going to travel past this. Now that we completely understand the chaos, okay, that the Scorpio over here, does not have to be a Scorpio, is doing, and how they're trying to hurt this, we are now going to avoid these conflicts and we're not going to allow this anymore. So it's really having this understanding that you and this loving person are going to come together. It's having this understanding that you guys are going to build the satisfaction together and not allow this anymore. But boy, I tell you, this Scorpio definitely was making their point known, was definitely getting involved. And, more than anything, it was just about how much can a person take, right? They just don't want to be a part of it, right? And that's where you just feel stuck. That's where the stuckness just really feels. But you're going to have this beautiful turnaround with the Nine of Cups. I think, it's like the faster you really have this understanding. But I think the thing is you can have this talk 1,000 times, but until Scorpio actually does exactly this piece, boom, that loving person's not 100, you know what I'm saying? Not 100% on target just yet. It's almost like you're talking to a wall, right? It's like they get it, but they don't get it. But once they really prove themselves, when Scorpio really proves themselves, and that loving person really gets it, it's like the sheer shock, right? Because it's going to be like a wave of energy that is just going to race through all of you. Like, I cannot believe. Why? Because they're going to literally tell their truth. Until you actually have that truth coming out, yeah, the brutally honest truth of how nasty they really are, it's almost like the loving person is not really 100% getting it. But once they get that message, they get that face to face, they get that, it all changes. But it's so crazy because it literally says the rethinking of the idea is going to come from this brutally honest chaos. And they don't care. They don't care because it's going to be towards that. You could do it here. That's what's great with Shara. You can say, I'm not waiting to the end of the month for that shit. I'm going to ask them right now, what do you want? What do you want? Will they do it though? Sometimes we have to be careful though, because some things are actually made on, for a reason, certain times for certain reasons. But sometimes we can bypass stuff. So you can go and ask them at this time. But remember, in the mid-month, you could be asking them that, but they may just cause confusion because it's going to be up to them when they want to actually be brutally honest. So they could just sit over here and play mind games with you. Okay, so remember that as well until they actually decide. I'm going to tell you why, right? And be like, ooh, and boy, is it freaking nasty. Talk about cutting. Yeah, they cut straight to the chase. Talk about stabbing the wounds, right? Okay, guys. And I think that more than anything, I think in the end, you're going to be like, wow. You know, because no matter how cruel and bitter they are towards you, it's going to show how cruel and bitter they are to themselves. Remember that. Let's remember that for a second. This cruel bitterness, yeah, it's hurting you and this other person, but let's just, how sad that is for them to have to feel that cruel and bitterness and not being able to move on the fair way, the harmonious way within themselves. That type of darkness eats us alive. So make sure when you do have this star over here when you're praying, make sure you pray for them too, because that's some darkness. I don't care what anybody says. That's you know, because I mean, wow, wow, wow. I mean, this could even be some childhood trauma type thing. You guys would know though if you know this person. Maybe that's what's also eating them up because I see a lot of emotional damage here. Or do they just really have that darkness inside to where you're just going to be like, I pray for them, but they're a very bitter, cruel, dangerous person. I need to really pray for myself. I'll pray for them, but I'll have to pray for myself, right? Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. It's a nasty energy. You don't even need the devil. Those two cards in reverse is nasty. Be safe. Always be safe. Until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye bye.